it's the Cursing Seamstress back again for another video. Today will be both a haul video and a what I've made video. I apologize for the reflection on my glasses. I don't know how to get rid of that because it's cloudy, but there's light coming in from the side. So I apologize. Okay, I want to show you and just remind you that you can find tons of sewing things at thrift stores. And that means Goodwill, Habitat for Humanity. Here there are thrift stores called CHKD, which stands for Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters, which is a children's hospital, and it's their nonprofit store to raise money for the hospital. So I went to our local Habitat for Humanity, and they do have a sewing department in the very back. And I always try to go at least every 2 weeks. They're only open 3 days a week, but I try to go every couple of weeks just to see if there are any additions to the sewing department. Their prices sometimes are a bit high for fabric, and therefore things tend to stay there and not turn over very quickly. But the last time before last when I went, they had a shoebox full of stuff. The shoebox was marked $5 for everything in it. So I'm just going to show you a lot of the stuff I can't use, but I think what made me pay the $5 was the piping. And this is just, I forgot how many, I think I had about 5 of these sets of piping packages, and this is Wright's maxi piping. This was purchased when it was 75 cents, 2.5 yards. Of course, Wright's is a quality brand, so this is, I think I forgot I had this because I used the other, there were several other packs of red. I'm just going to show you some other stuff. Some of this, again, I don't know if I haven't even gone through all this stuff. I probably won't get to do everything I want to do. Here is some seam binding, which I don't really use. This is in a separate little bag here. Some buttons. I have a zillion of them. Don't need any more, but that's okay. More buttons, and here are some patches, which might come in handy. I used to use these a lot on my husband's blue jeans, the stuff that he used to work out in the yard. He would always wear the knees out. But anyway, some patches. Here is a polyester 75-cent zipper, 14-inch, which is, oh, actually it's marked down even more to 50 cents. So that's super. More buttons, and I have one of these. It's a snap thing. It's you take this plastic piece here, you put your snaps in and you hit it with a hammer, and it attaches the snaps to the garment. So I have one, but I don't know where it is. So this was included. There are a few snaps in here and some snaps that are loose in the bottom. I got this roll of something. It looks like linen to me. Not sure what to do with it. I could use it probably decoratively. Actually, it would be perfect if I knew how to make name tags. You know, I could print my name on here and sew it into the garment or whatever I'm making. Here are some hooks and eyes. I don't use those too often, but I could. Here is a package of daisy embroidery pieces, and Mike could use those. These are cool. I didn't know these were in here. These are hooks. Don't know how I can use those. Sorry, I don't know if you could see those, but I will certainly try. Then I got a bunch of cones, I guess for a serger, and I do have a serger. These feel like all cotton spools. I don't know if they are or not. This one is a nice big fat one. I'm not sure if that will fit on my machine. It may. So that's a tan one, black, a big tall white one, 3 pink ones in here. No, well, 3 light pink ones, 2 navy blue, and a dark pink one. I don't know. This one looks old. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it. I might try it and see. Also, there are some of these things for overalls. This is kind of a strange spool of green thread. It looks almost like it's been rewound on that spool. Not sure about that. Same thing for this. It has been. Whoever had this rewound white thread over the blue. Not sure why they did that. That's okay. I have a zipper here. It's the kind of zipper that completely unzips through the end for a jacket or something like that. I've never used one of those. Another zipper, white zipper, probably 7 inches it says on here. So that I can use. These are closures, those oriental kind of closures for a jacket or pajamas or something. And a spool of pink thread, more buttons, and I'm not sure, that looks like a spool holder for maybe a, I don't know what kind of machine, not my machine. And here's another zipper that feels like it's all cotton. It's heavy duty, it's metal. I don't know if I can use this or not, because usually when I use a zipper, I sew across the plastic pieces. So I'm not sure how I could use that one, but I might could find a way. And I think that's about it. There's some other loose buttons and things in here, but for $5, I more than got my money's worth. So I'm quite pleased with that. So anyway, the message is just check out your thrift stores. If you don't see any sewing stuff out there, ask, because sometimes and I've done that before. I used to go to an auction house, and they've since gone out of business. They were absolutely wonderful. And the guy who was the auctioneer died, but they kept it running as a flea market kind of thing. And so I went in one day, or several days actually, but on this one particular day, and asked if they had any sewing things. And she said, I think we do in the back. She brought out about 5 boxes full of fabric, zippers, bias tape, embroidery thread. I couldn't even believe it. There was even there was an attachment to an embroidery machine, but she couldn't find the machine itself. So somewhere there had been one, and it was new. I mean, it was just the attachment, you could tell, had never really been used. And all of this had been bought apparently from a storage shed, the kind that you rent. And one of the owners had gone and bought the contents of whatever was left in the storage bin that was not paid for, so the contents were sold. So anyway, all right, now I'm going to go on. I'm going to try to not make this too long, but I did make a trip to Hobby Lobby on Black Friday. I live in a small town, and so if I ever go anywhere, it's going to be the next town over, which is usually over an hour away. So that's what I did. And the deals were pretty good. The thing I don't like about sales sometimes at Joann's or Hobby Lobby is that they offer, darn, my memory card got full. So I've never had that happen before when I was filming, so I hope I can splice the two together. Anyway, I went to Hobby Lobby, and what aggravates me about some places is they'll have wonderful coupons, seemingly wonderful coupons, 40% off any regular priced whatever. And then you get into the store and there's nothing regularly priced. It's all on sale. And that's what happened to me. I had a coupon, and I think the only items that I got were regular price was the piping that I bought, and maybe the embroidery thread. So pretty much I just got off of one of those, which maybe was, you know, $3, $4. I would have gotten, you know, 40% off of that, which was not that great, but I did it anyway. So Hobby Lobby has a brand. I've seen it before. Maybe I've seen it at Joann's. I'm not sure, but it's the Sewology brand. And so I got some piping. I'm obsessed with piping. I got navy blue and I got this orange, and I'll show you why in a moment. I also got some embroidery thread, and I only got 2 colors, but I got 2 of each. I got this really pretty orange color and then this aqua color, and they're just so pretty and so shiny. And these are made by, I don't know who they're made by. Oh, these are Sewology, and they were $3.99 a piece, which is really a good price, and it works well on my machine, so happy with that. And what else did I get? I got some great fabric. And my daughter has a friend who has a little boy. I cannot find it. I don't know what I did with it. But his name is Grant, and I made him a pillow. He's obsessed with horses. So I found this fabric, and it's a cowboy fabric. It's got horses on it, cactuses, cowboys singing, riding horses, and anything. Anyway, I put his name on the pillow. And I also used that orange piping that I got, and it came out so pretty. I'll try to put a picture in. I do have a photo I may have put the pillow in my car already. So I got that fabric. The next fabric I bought was this gray fabric with white crosses on it, and I did this. I just fell in love with the fabric. But I'm making Christmas gifts, and we have 2 wonderful nuns at our church who do our church and the whole community a great service by what they do. And so I've made each one of them a pillow cover. I'm going to put pillow inserts in there too. But this is one, and this one says Faith, Hope, and Charity. And I put a zipper in the back. I put this zipper going up and down, and I used black piping on it. And that's what it looks like. It came out great. This is a 16 by 16. And there is one correction I want to make. I think in the other video that my last video, I was talking about doing these pillow covers with a zipper or on the back, or the envelope style, either one. And I was saying to cut the pillow cover an inch bigger than the pillow form. So if the pillow form was 16 by 16, cut the square for the front 17 by 17, add an inch. Well, don't do that. You need to cut it exactly the dimensions of the pillow insert. So if it's 16 by 16, cut your fabric 16 by 16. The back, again, you would still cut bigger because you're either doing the envelope style or you're putting a zipper in. So you would add an inch to one side of the back, just as you would normally. But if you want a nice full pillow, that's what you need to do. I found that my pillows were just not filling out the pillow cover very well. And I like my pillows to be nice and fat. So that's that fabric. This fabric too, I just wanted to show you, is teepee style little tents. And I found this saying on a website that offers free SVG files. They also sell them. I think it is apex.net. If you just search for Apex SVG files, it'll come up. There's another one called Cuttables too, and they offer free designs periodically. And so I just digitized the, the little saying here. And it says Love My Tribe, and I thought that was really, really pretty cool. And this, again, I'm using the contrasting orange. I think it looks really nice to have the orange and the aqua color together. Okay. I did another one too. This one is not done yet. I have not put the back on that. This is a square. I think it's 16 by 16 also. Oh, and I just found the pillow that I did for my daughter's friend. This is it out of the cowboy fabric, and I put a zipper across the back of that, and used the orange piping. It came out so nice. This is an example. This is the other pillow I did for the other nun, and I did the pillow 16 by 16 to really fill out this pillow. And this pillow is nice and fat. Put a zipper on the back. And this is the way a pillow should look. It should be stuffed really, really well. So keep that in mind when you're making your pillow covers. Okay, so this is the pillow, one of the pillow forms. I did buy this at Hobby Lobby, and I forgot what I paid for it. It was marked down. I think all the pillow inserts were 30% off. So, and I think this is a 20 by 20. I can't remember. Okay. The only other thing I was going to show you is that I digitized something pretty cool. This is a Marilyn Monroe face. I used Ember to create that, and I put a zipper in the back. I don't know the size of this. I think this might be an 18 by 18. Don't know. But really happy with that. Easy to do. I think my tension or my density on the lips was a little bit too low, set too low, which means that the stitches were denser, tighter, closer together, and I should have increased the number, which actually lowers the density and makes it less tight, fewer stitches. It goes a lot faster when you're stitching it out, but anyway, I'm pleased with it. And I think that is about all that I have to show you. So I hope you enjoyed the haul, the new things I've sewn, and please keep watching. Thanks a bunch. Bye-bye.